What the fuck is up, fan base? No, seriously, it's been a long-ass time. I'm now back at home, and that means that I have a webcam to use, and that's fucking sweet. You win. No, seriously, though. Alright, I'm just gonna get straight to this. No bullshit, but before that, you should know that I'm eating a sriracha sandwich right now. Fuck yeah.
You're napalming the jungle.
I'm napalming the jungle. Oh, that's from the oatmeal, yeah? Okay, to the side of you, I'm not just talking to ghosts or my schizophrenic friends. I'm talking to the other bunkish in my life. You know what she's wearing? That shit is worth, like, at least $120. You could make a lot of money off of that.
I could, but I'm not.
Yeah, you probably won't.
People get jealous. I like that.
So jelly. That's me being my fan base. Alright.
So jelly, lol, lol, lol.
Lol, indeed. Alright. Fact number 1. Nepo. When's it coming out? I want to say August, but that's may or may not be accurate. So, just fucking wait. It'll be worth it. There's about, or actually, that 29 songs I was saying before, it's probably going to be like 32 songs. Because you got to add on the Metal Sheep remix of Bubblegum Octopus that I did. I'm doing like a Sky Eats Airplane remix called Sweet Sugar. That's about horrors, obviously. And yeah. So that's where that's at. So you should definitely stop asking. Because it neither motivates me, nor really makes me want to do it. When you have that many songs to deal with, you get fucking burnt out on that shit. And is that what you want for your musical output? Nah, dog. I know you're enthusiastic, but you should, like, get hyped up on merch or something.
Like 20 people.
Yes, I am a narcissist. Okay.
You act like this is something new.
Fact number 2, or rather, point number 2 of the agenda today. Stop fucking posting your music on my page! For the love of fuck! No, seriously. Stop doing it. You're not above the law. He's not above the law. Sexy Sax Man, Sergio Flores is not above the law.
No, he is.
Not Pete Law. You're all fucked in that domain. On the real, though. I have nothing against you. Some of you do have up-and-coming talent. I'm not going to name names because I don't want you to get pedestals or anything like that. But, yeah, it's funny now that I came out and I was like, you know what? I am Error Monomate. Clones don't exist. And then it's as if Cyber Springtime happened or something. A flourishing of tasteless bit crushing arose from the ground, and bad was had at the expense of my ego. I don't fucking know.
And you'll probably get called fat.
I will get called fat?
No, like your fans, if you come.
Oh yeah, well, in the case of Joe Bro Michael, if you're gonna be that public of a figure and try to troll your days away, you should look better before you do that. Because think about it. An ad hominem insult, although if I was on the fucking debate team, it wouldn't be like a good premise or anything. But realistically, when you look like the subject matter of Saccharine Wasteland, nobody wins. Come on. Especially if you're wearing my merchandise. I may make 2XL, but, you know, I guess that's the only way I pander, to be honest. I still do want to make tank tops, among other things, though.
Fat people wearing tank tops.
No, I definitely don't want to impart the world with more fatties and skimpy clothes. But, yeah, definitely. Cool Skull. He's a chiptuner dude from LA. His music is screamy, spazzy, and delectable in general. And he's a really good designer and drawer in general. Makes brutal shit. And I think I'll have him do a shirt design pretty soon. As far as the subject matter, I'm really not sure. So, suggest some shit. Don't throw out IE piranhas or Nintendo shit in general. No Pete face. Yeah, Mother Brain, bro. All the way. Oh, I remember a while back, some motherfuckers asked a few questions for me to address. Besides the ongoing addressing the cyber kids and trolls and everything else. One was like, oh, yo, talk about your musical and media influences in general. And it's a pretty clearly delineated answer. Add the mono Facebook. Because the shit that I post, it's not just self-glorious, oh, this is what noise I accept into my life. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but it's what I'm listening to. It's the media that I'm into. You know, so even if you haven't heard of the band, don't be scared. Don't take your little hair apart and twitch and wonder whether your friends will approve of your 90s bands that don't have stylistic cuts or surface piercings. Lol. With that being said, last point, or no, not last point. We're getting down there though. Moving on from influences as far as releases after Nepo. Oh, speaking of Nepo, Danny DINORAWR. I know you're fucking out there. I know you're gonna watch this and you'll probably masturbate to it. So that being said, I will offer you one final chance at redemption because I think you're like the poster child of idiocy in my fan base right now. Okay, if you make a commercial similar to the Pawnbroker Arts one for Nepo, and you say it in your delectable voice, then I will redeem you of all your past grievances, and it'll be glorious. I won't knight you, I won't commend you or anything, but you'll feel better, and your
sins will be washed away.
Exactly, and if Monomate's a religion, then this is your confessional. You know, this is your redemption. You can do it, Danny. I believe in you, kind of. Okay, so, moving on from that. Following Nepo, a lot of people are confused about what Hazy Days is, how it differs from Nepo. What's this mysterious noise opera Pete keeps talking about? Why is Pete eating sriracha and popcorn? Many existential questions. Let's hit the big ones first. Alright, so what Hazy Days is, it's not going to be an EP, or I think, no, it will be an EP, but it can't be on a 7-inch, because 7-inch vinyl is only like 10 minutes long or something like that, and I basically kept writing. So it might end up being a full length, I don't even fucking know, but it will be exclusively on vinyl with a free digital download once you buy it. And you can think of it as you're kind of like offerings for Nepo, you know? 30 songs. Plus, you get fucking vinyl. How many cyber bands do you know that put out vinyl? Or even sell their music to begin with? What cyber bands are on iTunes besides like Genghis Khan? Cutting Pink? Fuck, they were dead like years ago. Oh yeah, noise opera. Well, Hazy Days, just basically think of that as not necessarily my stoniest output, but there's a lot of fucking Moog on it. So if you like Lincoln and Rose and that kind of shit, Boards of Canada, Apex Twin, that general ambient shit, you're gonna have such a raging hard-on for that piece of vinyl. Alright, noise opera. I'm fuck... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you okay?
Why am I referring to myself again? But, noise opera. So, basically, that's gonna be, like, my magnum opus, if you will. Because it's gonna incorporate influence from all walks of my sounds thus far. So, I'm not saying you're necessarily gonna have chiptune in it, but I am saying that you will have Vegas psychedelia. You'll have some noise rock, or actually, I guess it's predominantly noise rock structure. Think of like if the Beatles were a noise rock band. That's kind of what it's gonna sound like. Except a little angstier, a little technical, a lot of very Blood Brothers style piano in it.
Theatrical.
Yeah, very Baroque theatrical, or like if Freddie Mercury was a
Not
nihilist
gay.
or something. If Freddie Mercury was not gay, can I get a high five for that? Okay. If anyone wants to elect me as not gay Freddie Mercury in their life, then I will gladly take that position. Alright. You know what? I think that's about it, except for the fact that I am now living in the Inland Empire, once again. And so, as such, I need to start setting up shows out here and shit. The thing, though, is that the underground scene is much more limited, from what I understand. The whole KUCR scene and Claremont and everything else. They don't really cater to chiptune, they don't really cater to screamy shit. That isn't, like, fool myself and fucking breakdowns and stuff. You know, I'm not... There's not enough testosterone in my music to qualify for their rotation. So...
Your sandwich is totally getting cold.
I don't give a fuck about the sandwich. I'm recording some shit. So... If you want me to play a house show, and you're not gonna have a bunch of teenage Mexicans stand
Who
around
wanna hear
awkwardly,
Fail
and only want to hear me play the Fail Hill Zone, if you actually like me and want to support me, and want to have a raging time,
And dance.
and dance around,
Everybody's gonna dance around.
then it would be pretty fucking wise of you to do so. All I have to do is cover gas money. I drive an Explorer, that shit is harsh, and I'm kind of self-sufficient now. Kind of. So, yeah. I think that's about it, because I don't want to keep, like, 3 minutes of footage of me just eating popcorn, although I'm sure there's a niche for that somewhere. PeteEatingPopcorn.com. Your favorite cam site.
Pete Corn.
When you buy the gold premium pass, ooh. That's when it gets real intimate. You hear my my raging falsetto at all hours.
You see the videos of you dancing to Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Sarah.
I still totally have that.
They don't need to know about that. Alright, take it easy, fan base. Peace and love.